It's over, Batman.
You won't get away with this, Lex.
And who's going to stop me? Superman? Look at how that turned out for him.
He actually beat Superman?
Oh, my soda!
Not just him, but Martian Manhunter and Green Lantern too. Even the mighty Hawkgirl.
That one's less surprising than the others.
She tried her best, that's what counts.
You may as well surrender, Batman. None of you can stop me.
You're wrong, Lex. The strongest member of the Justice League still standing.
Who? Wonder Woman? She's powerful, yes, but she's no Superman.
He's only slightly stronger than me.
Yes, but he gets paid a third more than you, so...
You know, I wasn't referring to her.
Oh, so you meant yourself? Indeed, your intelligence is quite the nuisance, Batman. But without a team, what hope do you have?
He's right, Bats. We need to fall back and ask Aquaman for help.
This isn't the time for jokes, Flash.
No, we don't need to do that, because we have you, Flash.
Me? I can't beat this guy. He took down Zeus.
You can, Flash. Super speed's the most ridiculous superpower, and it's not even close.
Are you saying that Flash is stronger than Superman?
Superman? No. He's stronger than the whole goddamn league put together. You're a dead man, Lex.
Are you off your meds? Because I'd rather not wake up 20 years from now wondering if I only beat you due to a pharmacy shortage.
Want me to break it down for you, Lex? Fine. Let's talk acceleration. Humans black out at an acceleration of 5 to 9G, where G is roughly equal to 10 meters per second squared. Fighter pilots train for years to resist 9G for just a few seconds. And do you know how many G's Flash can take?
I'm sure it's a very impressive amount.
Tens of thousands. He can easily accelerate from rest to Mach 5 in 100th of a second. That's equal to 17,500 G's.
So you're telling me the fastest superhero can accelerate really fast? Wow, thanks so much, Batman. That's very helpful.
You don't seem to understand the implications of this. That G-force should cause his eyes to pop out of their sockets, his brain to hemorrhage, his organs to rupture. Yet they don't. Do you know why?
Because we're rated PG-13?
Because Flash's body can survive his own acceleration. Think about it. What can you do to this guy that he doesn't already do to himself when he starts running?
Oh, I've got a few ideas. How about a supercharged tank shell right to the face?
Go ahead, try it. He won't even bruise.
Bats, can we maybe not shoot me in the face?
Flash, you are literally immune to blunt force trauma. You survive accelerations that would liquefy humans. Punches, kicks, bullets, explosions. It wouldn't even break your skin.
Then how about I launch a nuke at him?
He does that to himself every time he runs. The kinetic energy of him running at just 1% of the speed of light is equal to 100 tons of TNT. You have no way of doing damage.
What about emotional damage?
How about you emotion on D's nuts?
Shut up, Flash.
Why don't people like me?
Okay, whatever. Who cares? Superman's indestructible as well, and look at what happened to him. At least he was dangerous.
And you think Flash isn't. You know that momentum increases linearly with velocity, right?
Of course I know that. You think I spent 4 years at evil genius school to not know that?
Then you should know how absurd that is. Let's say Flash weighs 80 kilograms. Then at a speed of 1,000 meters per second, he'll have the momentum of a small car.
Batman, I eat small cars for breakfast.
You eat cars for breakfast?
I have an iron deficiency.
Shut up, Lex.
I should say that 1,000 meters per second is absolutely nothing for Flash. He can easily hit 10 times that speed. Do you know what happens to the momentum then, Lex?
It's the same as 2 small cars?
He can run through people.
Oh.
A human body would be annihilated. The energy would atomize soft tissue, snap bones into powder. It wouldn't even register as an obstacle.
What if he hit a wall?
Newton's third law states that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction.
Like when I ask a girl out and she slaps me in the face?
Exactly, Flash. If you hit a wall at 1,000 meters per second, it would exert an impulse on you strong enough to shatter concrete, to flatten steel, to vaporize your own body if it weren't already invulnerable.
Guys, I just stopped before hitting the wall. I'm not that dumb.
What's the square root of 25?
Soda!
Flash, you shouldn't be able to stop without causing apocalyptic damage. Friction isn't stopping that kind of momentum. You should cause the ground to explode outward like a meteor hit. It should turn into molten craters everywhere you visit, yet it doesn't.
What are you trying to say, Batman?
That Flash must be using superhuman counterforces internally. In short, he's simply built different.
Wow, so we've come to the amazing conclusion that a superhero is built different. Thanks, Batman. What a brilliant use of everyone's time.
Guys, is he being sarcastic?
Does a Wonder Woman shit in the woods?
That was one time.
Okay, I don't have the energy for this anymore, so I'm just gonna vaporize you, okay?
You really haven't been paying attention, have you?
Yes, I get it. Flash's body is immune to blunt force trauma, but I can still laser all over his face.
Guys, is he being sexual?
Does the Batman cry over his dead parents?
Actually, Flash is immune to energy weapons as well. Drag force increases quadratically with velocity. And what do you think the drag force is like when he's accelerating to tens of thousands of G's, Lex?
Bitch, I don't care. I'm holding a laser gun.
Let me tell you, it's thousands of newtons. The heat generated should be enough to cook skin and melt clothes, yet it doesn't, which can only mean one thing.
That no one wants to see Flash naked?
No. Well, yes, but what I meant is that Flash has perfect energy insulation. The heat from the air he's rapidly compressing is similar to a spacecraft on re-entry. At high speeds, he's creating superheated ionized gas, exceeding thousands of degrees. His body is constantly reflecting, redistributing, or negating energy at the point of contact.
So you're saying even Superman's heat vision wouldn't hurt this guy?
Nothing in the electromagnetic spectrum would hurt him. His body doesn't absorb the energy. Photons don't excite his atoms. He doesn't need armor. He is the armor.
Well, we know who to send if we ever get attacked by Magneto.
I'm gonna punch an old man in the face.
Flash, if you do that, he'll disappear.
What, so Flash can turn people invisible now? We really are copy-pasting that Magneto video, aren't we?
He doesn't turn them invisible. He vaporizes them.
With a punch?
Yes, with a punch. Kinetic energy also increases increases quadratically with velocity. At high speeds, it dominates over momentum. Punching someone becomes akin to a nuclear-level force. Hitting a villain should create craters, like they should literally just evaporate, and the shockwave would kill bystanders miles away.
Since when could he do that?
He could always do that. You think his legs are the only thing he moves fast? A punch releases all energy on contact. There's no gradual buildup. What do you think's gonna happen?
Okay, fine, I admit. I was wrong. I didn't know Flash could do all that. I wouldn't necessarily say he's stronger than Superman, but you're right to call him a threat. I'll just have to think of some other way to kill him.
I don't suppose you could punish me to death by snoozing.
Flash, why are you like this?
Hey, Bats actually found my joke funny.
He really is off his meds.
You think we're done here? We haven't even touched the surface of Flash's powers. We've still got relativistic speed. Batman, we've already concluded that Flash is invulnerable since he can survive his own acceleration and can nuke a city just by running past it. How much further can we go?
We're not in Newton's world anymore, Lex. We're bending time, collapsing distance. Let's discuss what happens when Flash moves close to the speed of light. First off, we have time dilation. We perceive Flash as having superhuman reaction speed, but it's all relative. When Flash is moving fast enough, everything is slower from his perspective. This gives him more time to react to things like bullets, lightning, men in alleys who murder your parents right in front of you when you're a child.
Okay, but I still have superhuman reaction time, Bats.
That's true. Your nervous system is at least 1 million times faster than an ordinary human, but time dilation helps, though it does raise some disturbing paradoxes.
Such as?
Well, if Flash is moving close to the speed of light, then how does he see? Visible light by definition moves at light speed. So if Flash is close to that speed, then how can light even reach his eyes? He would be functionally blind.
As blind as a bat?
You know that bats aren't blind, right?
What does that saying even mean?
That you're stupid.
Got him!
It's a wonder how he can perceive the world. When Flash moves at those speeds, the wavelengths of light ahead of him would get compressed into gamma rays, a phenomenon known as blue shifting. Gamma rays are lethal. They damage DNA, ionize atoms, penetrate tissue. But as we know, Flash has perfect energy absorption, so he'd be fine. The problem is that the light in front is no longer visible.
Well, we could still look behind him, right?
Wrong. The light behind him would be redshifted, stretched into infrared microwaves or radio waves. They aren't anywhere near as harmful as gamma rays, but they're still invisible to our retinas.
What are you trying to say, Bats?
What I'm saying is that when you run close to light speed, all you see is darkness. So to actually operate at that speed, you'd need augmented perception, predictive vision, a way to anticipate how the world moves around you based on physics, kind of like machine learning.
Wait, are you saying Flash is a robot?
What? No, that couldn't be true, could it? An inability to form meaningful relationships, awful sense of humor.
Batman, Flash isn't a robot. Please remain focused.
Of course. Anyway, time dilating isn't the only weird thing that happens when you move fast enough. Length contracts too.
You mean my pee-pee gets smaller?
Yes, Flash, your pee-pee gets a lot smaller. And so does everything else. Cities become hallways. Skyscrapers become booths. The faster you move, the less distance you have to cover. It's not just you're fast. The universe makes the journey shorter for you. Maps are meaningless. At high enough speeds, the Earth becomes flat.
I knew it! They all called me crazy. What do you mean, why is there a horizon? But I knew it!
If you're hiding in a maze, then he will just flatten it into a straight line. A 100-meter wide room shrinks to a few steps. An airplane is within grabbing distance. Think you can beat Flash since you can fly? Think again.
Wait a minute, are you saying that I'm not actually that fast since distances get shorter?
You are fast, Flash, but much like with time dilation, length contraction helps, so it makes it even harder to explain how you're able to operate.
What do you mean?
Well, when you run fast enough, all you see is darkness, and the proportions of reality change as well. So how you can move around without tripping is quite the paradox, unless you're a robot.
He isn't a robot.
That's pretty cool, Batman, but how does this make him any more of a threat?
He could erase you from history. Lex, in our wacky universe, Flash can surpass the speed of light. That means events occur in reverse. Cause happens after effect. He can act before events happen, undo any mistake. He's immune to traps or surprises. He can see every timeline. He can choose which future becomes real. He can revive the dead by restoring earlier timeline states. Time is basically just a file system for him to edit, cut, paste. Reality adjusts to his decisions, not the other way around.
You're scaring me, Batman.
His kinetic energy is infinite. His mass is infinite. E equals mc squared, and c is constant. So as E tends to infinity, so does m. He'd need more energy in seconds than what the Earth outputs in centuries. He would need to consume stars. He would drain our sun dry. He converts matter to energy perfectly. His metabolic rate is infinite. He defies thermodynamics.
Snap out of it, Batman.
Sorry. All this to say that yes, super speed is absolutely stupid. Yes, Flash could erase Superman from history. And yes, you should just surrender, Lex. Lex?
Don't worry, Bats. I took care of him.
You did? What did you do?
Well, the first thing I did was vibrate at the precise frequency to slip between his molecules, vibrated his heart to dust without even touching him. No biggie. Then, just for good measure, I ran in a tight circle at light speed to create the energy density conditions for a black hole. That was pretty fun. Oh, and I also caught up to the edge of reality, reached the cosmic horizon, and punched God.
Oh, well, good job, Flash.
And me and Wonder Woman are dating now.
What?
And I own the Batcave.
How many changes did you make to the timeline?
And you're poor now.
Flash, you bastard!
I like soda.
I knew it!
So you're saying Flash is stronger than me because he's fast? Yeah, his body's basically indestructible since he can survive his own acceleration. Okay, well, I'm almost as fast and I don't even use the Speed Force, so clearly I'm better.
What's the Speed Force?
It's the reason why Flash doesn't disintegrate every time he runs.
Next question. How do we get rid of the Speed Force?
It doesn't matter. I'm way stronger than Flash, and everyone knows it. Superman, he could rewind time and erase you from history.
Okay, but you know that Flash is an idiot, right?
The calculations didn't account for that.
Yeah, it's times like these I'm glad my powers make sense.
You're glad that your powers make sense? That man, just leave it. No, he said his powers make sense, didn't he?
You know it. My power ring runs on pure logic.
It does it? And would you care to explain it to me?
Don't do it, John. It's a trap.
It ain't a big thing. I just imagine an object and my ring creates it using light.
Okay, great. We all know how John's powers work. Let's move on, okay? Yeah, he just makes objects from light. Not a big deal, right?
Exactly.
Just one thing. You know that light is massless, right?
I fail to see how this is relevant.
Be the better man, Bruce.
Is he having an aneurysm?
Wow, this sure looks stupid.
God damn it, John. Light is energy in the form of electromagnetic radiation. It consists of photons, which are massless particles. They, by definition, travel at the speed of light and cannot be at rest. You shouldn't be able to make them form solid objects. They exert no structural
Then
force.
explain how I'm making this 1,000-kilogram hammer.
I can't because it's nonsense. The total energy needed to make an object of mass m is governed by Einstein's famous equation, E equals mc squared. Light has no mass, but let's pretend you're using real matter to make your hammer. The speed of light is 3 times 10 to the 8 meters per second, meaning it would take 9 times 10 to the 19 joules to make your hammer. That's a 1 with 19 zeros after it.
Yeah, my ring's pretty awesome, man.
Just shut up, John.
I bet you could lift a mountain without much energy. You can, and we can calculate how high rather easily. The energy it takes to lift something is equal to the object's weight times how high you want to lift it. Let's assume the mountain is Everest, with a mass of 10 to the 14 kilograms. We know that g, the acceleration due to gravity, is 9.8 meters per second squared. So after some rearranging, we calculate that with 10 to the 19 joules of energy, we can lift Everest to a height of approximately 90 kilometers. That's just below the Kármán line, the recognized boundary of space.
I bet you love one of these rings, wouldn't you, Batman?
No, because it's stupid. Think about it. You're literally lifting Everest into space just to create your hammer. And that's before you even swing it, move it, do anything with it. And you're making massive objects with your ring all the time.
Hey, Superman, do you know what else is a massive object?
What?
D's nuts!
My opinion of you has never been low. And the fact that you use light makes this even worse. Do you know how many photons you'd need for that amount of energy?
I don't know, like 100?
Well, let's work it out, shall we? The energy of a single photon is equal to Planck's constant times its frequency. We already know what Planck's constant is, but we need to calculate frequency. Green light has a wavelength of around 550 nanometers, and it, of course, travels at the speed of light. We can calculate a wave's frequency by dividing its speed by its wavelength. Doing that gives us a frequency of 10 to the 14 hertz, for a total photon energy of 10 to the minus 19 joules. As you can see, a single photon doesn't pack much of a punch. Wait a sec, Batman. You're talking about light like it's a wave and a particle. So a photon is a tiny little thing with its own wavelength? That's stupider than Hawkgirl's mask.
I'm very sensitive about my nose, all right?
Babe, you smoking his head.
Oh, John.
Light is weird, Clark. It's got wave-particle duality. It behaves as both. This gives us a glimpse into the strange world of quantum theory, but let's save that for the Ant-Man video. Understood. Anyway, a single photon of green light has 10 to the minus 19 joules. So the number of photons required to make 10 to the 19 joules is 10 to the 38. That would be utterly catastrophic. If every grain of sand on Earth exploded into 1,000,000 grains, then those exploded into 1,000,000 more, and then 1,000,000 more, you still wouldn't reach 10 to the 38. Do you hate sand or something? It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
I understood that reference.
The flash of light from that many photons would be equivalent to the sun's output in a localized area. You would blind people kilometers away. Everything should be vaporized or irradiated. Air should be heated to millions of degrees.
Nah, man. My power ring has infinite energy, so it doesn't have those problems.
There's no such thing as infinite energy.
Tell it to the ring, bud.
There's no such thing as infinite energy. Have some dignity, Bruce. Where are you getting the energy from?
The emotional electromagnetic spectrum.
The what?
Specifically the willpower frequency.
Please just tell me it's magic.
It ain't magic.
I would feel better if you just said it was magic.
It's science, bro.
No, it isn't. Emotional electromagnetic spectrum. What does that even mean? You're dressing up fantasy with science just to sound credible.
Looks like someone's tapping into the rage frequency.
Damn, I love you.
Your ring is bullshit. Just admit it. Bruce, please relax. He's saying his ring has infinite energy. I know. It can't have infinite energy.
Yeah, it can.
No, it can't. An infinite energy source is impossible for several reasons. But let's turn again to Einstein. This is Einstein's field equation. It's the core of general relativity. It describes how energy bends with space-time.
Batman, this equation is scaring me.
Don't worry, I'm just going to explain it with words. Space tells matter how to move, and matter tells space how to curve. The equation describes how energy and mass wrap space and time, and how that wrapping creates what we feel as gravity.
Batman, I'm still scared.
Look, the important point is this. The G on the left is the Einstein tensor. It describes how space-time curves. The T on the far right is the stress-energy tensor. It describes the energy in a region of space. Now, if Lantern's ring has infinite energy, then the stress-energy tensor for that region will be equal to infinity, which means the G for that region will also be equal to infinity. And what does that actually mean? It means we should have a singularity. Space-time should collapse into itself similar to what happens in a black hole. That's why it's not possible for Lantern's ring to have infinite energy. If it did, we'd be more more dead than my parents, who were murdered right in front of me when I was a child.
Okay, well, maybe it's not infinite, but it's close to infinite.
Well, let's see how close we can get before a black hole emerges, shall we? The Schwarzschild radius is the critical radius at which the escape velocity of an object equals the speed of light.
I think my brain is going to explode.
You know what else is going to explode?
What?
Days nuts!
Wasn't funny the first time, Hawkgirl. We can use this equation to help us calculate how much energy you can pack into a space before it collapses into a black hole. Let's take the space to be Lantern's ring. R is the radius of the ring, M is the mass of the ring, and G and C are constants. Rearrange the equation so that we're solving for M, and assume that Lantern's ring has a radius of 0.01 meters. By plugging in the numbers, we calculate that the ring has a mass of 10 to the 24 kilograms before forming a black hole. Finally, we can use E equals mc squared to calculate its energy to be 10 to the 41 joules. That is the maximum amount of energy allowed by the ring.
Well, hey, that sounds like a lot to me.
It is a lot, and could probably explain most of your feats. But if the ring really weighed 10 to the 24 kilograms, you'd be instantly dead. That's as heavy as a planet. And the material your ring's made from should be destroyed. 10 to the 12 joules is a more realistic maximum energy. The weight and temperature probably wouldn't kill you then, but that's not even enough to make one of your hammers.
Oh, so you calculate my ring should have lots of energy, but now you're saying it shouldn't? Which is it, Batman?
Well, to be honest, it doesn't really matter because of the transmission loss.
Transmission loss? What do you mean?
The ring's right there on his finger. Yes, but the battery that's powering it is thousands of light years away. Power rings get their energy from a central battery on the planet Oa, which radiates energy across the universe. But just how much of the energy should John receive? Well, we can calculate that. This is the formula for energy spreading out from a point source in all directions. I is the intensity of the energy, P is its power, R is the distance from the source to the receiving object, and 4 pi r squared is the surface area of a sphere.
Why a sphere?
Well, John isn't the only Green Lantern, so it makes sense for Oa to spread the energy evenly over a sphere as it radiates outward. That way other lanterns can get energy too.
Hal Jordan's a bitch.
Word. The problem here is distance. Oa is roughly 10,000 light years from Earth. Let's say Oa broadcasts its energy at the same power as our sun. Then the intensity at John's ring is approximately 10 to the minus 15 watts per square meter. Assuming again that the ring has a radius of 0.01 meters, then its surface area is equal to 10 to the minus 4 square meters. The power the ring receives is equal to intensity times area, which gives us approximately 10 to the minus 18 watts, which isn't even enough to power a wristwatch.
What the hell are you talking about, Batman?
If the energy is infinite, then we have a black hole. And if it isn't, then we have nothing. Just admit it's magic, John. Just admit your ring's powered by magic.
You're just jealous you can't make all the crazy shit I can.
And just what can you make?
Hammers, drills, make armor with a machine gun arm?
What?
Like a giant machine gun arm.
He's such a hunk.
And tell me, John, do you know how to build these things without your ring?
You're gonna say it makes no sense regardless of which answer I give, aren't you?
Let's assume you can. Let's get real wild here and pretend you're a genius. Well, guess what? Conscious thought only processes around 50 bits per second. Your Iron Man suit ripoff, legally distinct, would require at least 1 gigabyte of information. It would take you 5 years of constant thinking to build the suit, not seconds.
Will I just tap into my unconscious mind?
You can't consciously tap into your unconscious mind. If you could, then it wouldn't be your unconscious mind. And you wouldn't even want to. You'd go limp and piss yourself.
Batman, please have some class.
And if you don't know how to build your objects, then Oa must be transmitting the information to you. But much like with energy, not all of it's going to reach you. There's going to be transmission loss. And how does your ring even store information? And how does it even know what you want? Like if you think, I want armor, but your ring has thousands of specs of armor, then which does it choose?
Listen, man, you're overcomplicated. My ring's smart, okay? It's a universal translator.
How can it possibly be a universal translator? Languages aren't a static thing. They evolve. Slang, memes, sign language, braille. I could make up my own language right now. How would it know? When translating something to English, does it pick Old English or Modern English?
Whatever the user wants. It can read minds.
How the hell does it do
It
that?
interprets the user's willpower.
So you're saying every thought is connected to willpower. I need to eat food. I need to go to the toilet. How are these connected to willpower? Is this a lack of willpower? Are we even using the same definition of willpower?
Of course we are. A frequency in the emotional electromagnetic spectrum. It can do other things too, like see the future.
Does that mean you have no free will? You can't change it? Or if you can change it, then the future the ring showed you was wrong? That violates causality, special relativity, thermodynamics.
It can resurrect people.
How? After death, the body decays. You need to replace missing atoms, reshape bones and organs. And what about the mind, the personality, the soul?
Let's try to keep things scientific, Batman. It also has its own pocket dimension. I put bad guys in
A
it.
region of space-time with its own volume, time flow, gravity, light. Do people age there? What happens if they die? How do things enter and leave? Just take a deep breath, Batman. It's just So stupid. I know, champ. I know.
Hey, it ain't all good news. I gotta recharge my ring every day.
You have to what?
Every 24 hours it runs out of power. Gotta recharge it.
Your ring, which has infinite energy, needs to be recharged every 24 hours? Do I even need to explain why that's stupid?
To recharge it, I need to recite a sacred oath.
Sacred oath?
Are you in a cult?
I don't think so.
What happens if you don't recite it?
Oh, we can't do that. Our leaders have absolute unquestioned authority, and there's punishment for dissent.
Yeah, you're definitely in a cult.
Who are you reciting the oath to?
A bunch of space wizards in robes.
John, are you a Jedi?
Hell yeah, I am.
I knew it! Maybe you're not just a scruffy-looking nerf herder after all.
You can't call me that.
I apologize.
He's not!
So his ring has infinite energy.
Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense. You know, I've never really liked Green Lanterns.
Not a fan of space immigrants?
Only if they worked for less than minimum wage.
Truly the American dream.
No, it's not that. It's because of all the green. If their arms and legs work, they can be blue for all I care.
So progressive.
It just reminds me too much of kryptonite, you know? Why are glowing green rocks your weakness again?
Bruce, we're not doing this. We're just talking, okay? Let's not overanalyze everything.
Yeah, you gotta try to relax, man. Fine.
Guys, did you know Flash likes soda?
I may have heard him say that once or twice.
Well, he got stuck in a soda bottle. Again?
Again?
Weird things happen when he goes faster than light.
Yeah, he's drowning in soda right now. That bottle's like an Earth-level threat.
I bet Batman has something witty to say. Hawkgirl shouldn't be able to fly. What? Her wings are too small. She shouldn't be able to fly. That's not what we're talking about. It's aerodynamically impossible. She shouldn't be able to fly.
Bruce, I warned you!
She shouldn't be able to do it. Her powers make no sense. Her life is a lie.
He's surprisingly feisty. Now, let him talk. I want to hear it.
Please don't make us listen to another Batman rant.
He's challenged me, hasn't he? Release him! Let him speak his words!
Big mistake, Hawkgirl. But before we get into it, let's first explain how flying works. There are 4 key forces during flight: thrust, drag, weight, and lift. Thrust is the forward force that pushes you through the air. Drag is the air resistance slowing you down. Weight's the downward force due to gravity, and lift is the upward force that counters it. To fly steadily, then, thrust has to equal drag, and lift has to equal weight.
Good thing he's not talking about how we fly, eh, Wonder Woman?
I don't like how your voice sounds when you're whispering.
Wings create lift by pushing air downwards. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction, so the downward push creates an upward lift. There's also a pressure difference involved because of the wing's shape. Air moves faster over the top than underneath, which creates lower pressure above and higher pressure below. This pressure difference also creates lift.
Thanks for explaining how birds fly, Batman. Whatever would we do without you?
Is she being sarcastic?
Stop whispering!
Lift's essential for staying in the air. We can calculate it using the power of math. Lift's equal to half the air density times velocity squared, wing area, and lift coefficient. If you want to carry more weight, you have 3 options: fly faster, get bigger wings, or somehow increase your lift coefficient. The coefficient depends on wing shape. Flapping helps increase it a little, but not by much. I always wondered why planes didn't flap their wings.
You need to get a hobby.
And what do you wonder about?
Myself, because I'm Wonder Woman.
Curse your flawless logic.
Correct, Clark. Planes don't need to flap their wings because their speed and wingspan is massive, so generating enough lift isn't much of an issue. They would need much bigger wings if they didn't move so fast, but flapping them would be a structural nightmare. Like, who the hell would want a window seat while that's happening?
You fly commercial?
Does a Batman's parents not get murdered right in front of him when he was a child?
Hey, he said the thing.
You're boring me, Batman. I'm bored. Were you going to challenge me? Explain why I'm so stupid. The longer we talk, the more Flash drowns in that soda bottle.
Hey, Batman, could you explain the lift equation again? Like maybe 10 more times at half speed? Well, how about I rearrange it to solve for wing area? Consider Hawkgirl flying at 30 miles per hour in battle armor. Her lift must equal her weight. 85 kilograms is a reasonable assumption with all of that gear. Now let's be nice and set her lift coefficient to a generous value of 1.8. Then for her to fly at this speed, her wing area needs to be 4.5 square
I
meters.
can't tell if that's big or small.
You're my kind of woman. Well, then let's calculate her wingspan. Wingspan is equal to the square root of the wing's aspect ratio times wing area. The aspect ratio is how long and thin a wing is compared to its width. Large birds of prey have an aspect ratio of around 8, so let's use that value. Then, plugging in the numbers, we calculate Hawkgirl's wingspan to be approximately 6 meters. Her wings should be twice as big for her to fly.
My wings are already massive. They don't need to be twice as big.
Nah, Hawkgirl, they need to be twice as big. Here's a picture to illustrate how ridiculous that would look. You're right, Batman, that picture definitely does look ridiculous. Like you might be thinking, twice as big, that's not much. But no, it really is. A 6-meter wingspan is completely impractical. Getting through doors becomes a massive problem. Sitting in vehicles or chairs becomes impossible, even if you try folding them.
Batman, this is the worst picture I've ever seen.
He really captured your resting bitch face.
What did you say?
Relax, Hawkgirl, or you're going to twist your shoulder.
My shoulder?
Well, yeah. The root bending moment measures how much twisting force acts at the base of your wings. It's scales with your weight, wingspan, and load factor, so bigger wings means stronger torque on your shoulder. Every extra G you pull, such as the extra lift you need to turn sharply, multiplies the whole thing. And if one of your massive wings clips a pole or sign, the remaining wing has to carry all the lift. The torque on it will double, causing it to bend even more. All that lift will be on one side of your body, so you'll spin into a roll towards your dead wing. You'll go out of control and cause damage. Shouldn't she be doing that anyway? Like, having those big goofy wings pushing air down on people can't be safe.
You don't actually believe him, right?
Batman brought math, and math's never wrong.
Are you an idiot?
Batman, attack her with math.
We can calculate the downward airspeed of your wings by modeling them as an actuator disk. Doing so tells us that speed equals the square root of weight divided by 2 times air density and wing area. Using your weight and wing area from earlier, we calculate your average downward airspeed to be 9 meters per second. But real flapping isn't uniform. The velocity near the wingtips can be 2 or 3 times higher for brief bursts, spiking the speed up to around 15 to 25 meters per second.
Nice job, Bruce.
Thanks, baby.
Superman, how can you allow this workplace romance?
Aren't you in a relationship with Green Lantern?
Superman, how can you allow this workplace bullying?
No one cares, Hawkgirl. Do you know what that airspeed does to people or a city block? It knocks you over. It shatters loose objects like signs and umbrellas. Roof tiles get blown sideways into streets. Gravel and grit gets tossed around everywhere in a messy whirlwind. Windows buzz and even crack. Elderly and kids are the first casualties.
I'm sick of the elderly and kids. Can't we just get rid of them?
Make my job a hell of a lot easier. The last time we voted on this, the league was split 50-50. Yeah, and then you all met Supergirl. Revote next Wednesday.
You think you're so smart, Batman. But everything you said is wrong. You forgot one important thing.
Did another one of my Robins die? Because, listen, Hawkgirl, at this point, that's just part of the business model.
No, that I have super strength. That's why I don't need big wings to support my weight. I'm super strong.
Someone that hasn't been paying attention to anything I said says what?
I'm not saying that.
Someone who has big goofy wings says what?
That wasn't even clever.
Someone who thinks I'm going to stop this joke says what? Hawkgirl, please just say what?
Not doing it.
I don't think we're getting out of here until you do.
He can do this stupid bit for as long as he likes.
Your nose is larger than average.
What?
Super strength doesn't fix the issue, Hawkgirl. Flight is about how much air you can keep moving each second, not how hard you can push. That depends on your wing size and speed, not your muscles. And smaller wings makes everything worse for you. You move less air per flap. The power required to stay afloat rises exponentially. Raw strength doesn't just fix that.
How would you know? You don't even have superpowers.
I don't need superpowers to smell your bullshit.
Well, guess what, Batman? I have super endurance too. Checkmate, bitch.
Hawkgirl, can we please cut down on the swearing? Thanks.
Shut up, Superman.
Shut up, Hawkgirl.
Shut up, Wonder Woman.
Shut up, Hawkgirl. Shut up, Flash.
Flash?
No, I get it. I get it.
Well, guess what, Batman? I'm not a human. For all you know, my biology is closer to a bird's. In which case, we don't have a problem.
Hawkgirl, you clearly have the anatomy of a human. You produce fertile offspring with Jon Stewart, a human. You're so genetically close to us that biology treats you as a human. Jeez, Batman, lay off the spoilers. Warhawk's a supporting character at best, so who even cares?
You know what, Batman? I'm glad your parents are dead.
I love it when the 4 of us get together like this.
Listen, it's been real fun listening to you, yeah. Totally love the angry genius vibes. But everything you said is wrong. Wanna know why? Because of nth metal.
What the hell is nth metal?
It's what my mace is made out of. It can do whatever I want. I need it to conduct electricity? Sure, it can do that. Conducting electricity is a problem? Then guess what? It doesn't. And you know what else, Batman? It affects gravity, making me lighter, so lift isn't even an issue.
No, that's nonsense. Even if your stupid mace made you lighter, your inertia would still be a problem. You'd still be just as hard to turn, to stop, or stabilize. And G-forces while turning scale with inertia. You've only fixed vertical support, not the violent sideways acceleration.
Well, that's fine, Batman. Then I'll just have my nth metal mace reduce my inertia too.
You can't do that. If you did, then tiny forces would produce huge accelerations. You'd ping-pong everywhere. A gust of wind would fling you wildly off axis.
No big deal, Batman. Wanna know why? Because my mace cancels gravity altogether.
That makes even less sense. It would have to be creating or altering a gravitational field. And not just for you, but for the chunk of space you're in. You'd be shifting space-time. It'd require huge energy densities.
I've got a solution for that as well. My mace stores energy.
Oh, so it's basically a battery, a reactor. Then where's the waste heat, the exhaust? What are the fuel logistics?
I don't need to think about any of that since it's nth metal.
What the hell even is nth metal? Where does it sit on the periodic table? What is its proton number, atomic mass, its chemical and physical properties?
It's whatever I want them to be, Batman.
Then it's magic. Your mace is magic.
No, it's the opposite of magic. It's effective against magic.
You don't know anything about how it actually works. You're treating it as a wand. It's magic.
I find that offensive.
What is with you people? First Lantern's ring and now your mace. You all think it's science. It isn't. It's magic. Just admit that your mace is magic, Hawkgirl.
It's not my fault you're too stupid to understand.
Your mace is goddamn magic.
Hawkgirl, I think you should leave.
Flash is drowning in a bottle. Leave!
You good, Bruce? Yeah. Sorry about that.
Never apologize for being yourself.
Thanks, Diana.
Even if yourself is an angry man, baby.
So, anyway, green's like the worst color, right? Why are glowing green rocks your weakness?
It's over, Lex. You say that a lot.
I'm done watching you hurt people.
It's not going to happen again.
Wait, this isn't justice.
Justice is stopping him for good. There he is. The god who finally admits what he is. I'm almost proud. Patronize me all you want. The world will be better without you.
Can't just stand here and watch.
Stay away, Diana. I'm done holding back. Fine. Be what they fear you are. Prove me right. But can I ask you one final question?
Fine, make it quick.
Why are you so strong? I mean, I know that you're a superhero, but why are you so much stronger than every other superhero?
I'm a Kryptonian, Lex. I'm from a different planet. One without people like you.
Yes, I'm a jerk. But where exactly are you getting your power from?
The sun!
Okay, that explains it. Well, go on ahead then, Superman. Laser my brains out.
I intend to.
Oh, just one more thing. Are you a plant?
What?
Well, it's just that plants get their energy from the sun too, so it kinda seems like you're a plant.
Lex, I'm not a plant.
That sounds something like a plant would say.
Do I look green to you?
Let's not turn this into a chlorophyll hate crime, big guy.
Okay, if you must know, my home planet had a red sun, but this planet has a yellow sun, and that's why I have my powers.
Say no more, champ. End my miserable existence.
I intend to.
You know that doesn't make sense though, right?
Stop talking.
Superman, if you're going to do it, do it.
I intend to. Why doesn't that make sense?
What are you
I
doing?
need to know why that doesn't make sense.
Well, the color of a star doesn't magically give you a bunch of energy. The color really just tells you the star's surface temperature. The total energy you receive depends on distance and luminosity. If you stand at a distance where the power per area is the same, and you would feel no difference.
Well, yeah, if I was floating right beside the sun, then obviously I'd get way more energy. But the color makes a difference too.
Batman told us that light is made out of photons, and the color of a photon determines its energy.
That's right.
But he also told me that tax evasion isn't a crime, and that relationships are for poor people, so I don't really know what to think.
Hate to admit it, but he's batting 1,000 there.
Nice pun.
Thank you, man who was going to kill me 30 seconds ago. Light is made out of tiny particles called photons. The energy of a photon is equal to Planck's constant times the speed of light divided by the photon's wavelength.
The photon's wavelength? I thought a photon was a particle. How can it have a wavelength?
Because of a little thing called wave-particle duality, my dear. Everything behaves as both a wave and a particle. Usually the wave part is too tiny to notice, but at the small scales of a photon, it dominates.
Well, that just sounds like magic.
It's physics, not magic. But I understand why you'd confuse the two.
Did he just call me stupid?
No, he called you my dear.
Yellow light has a wavelength of around 580 nanometers, so we can insert that along with the values of the speed of light and Planck's constant into our previous formula to calculate that a photon of yellow light has an energy of 3.43 times 10 to the minus 19 joules. Red light's wavelength is approximately 700 nanometers, and doing the same thing, we work out that a photon of red light has an energy of 2.84 times 10 to the minus 19 joules. So a yellow photon has around 20% more energy than a red photon.
Way to prove my point, Lex. Yellow light has more energy than red light, so that's why a yellow sun powers me more than a red sun.
But that's the thing, it only has 20% more than red light. So how can you just be a totally normal guy under a red sun, but the strongest superhero that ever existed under a yellow sun?
I'd like to point out that I'm almost as strong as Superman.
Okay.
And also that I'm immortal.
Wonder Woman, this isn't a competition.
That's something a plant would say.
That wasn't even funny the first time, so why
Plants
would you...
be like, I need water! Give me water!
That's true, that's scientifically accurate and true.
So we agree that a yellow sun makes sense then?
I'm afraid not. A radiance is the power a surface receives per unit area. In this case, you're the surface and our sun is the power source. You have like, what, 2 square meters of surface area? If we're generous and set the sun's irradiance to 1,000 watts per square meter, and assume you have a perfect conversion factor, then the total amount of power you receive is only 2 kilowatts. That's the same as a hairdryer, Superman. A hairdryer! That thing that dries your perfect, immovable hair.
I'm surprised you knew that.
Batman's not the only smart guy around here.
No, because you're bald.
I dislike talking to you.
Lex, I'm stronger than a hairdryer.
If your power just comes from the sun, then you shouldn't be. And 2 kilowatts is the upper limit of the power you can receive. This assumes you absorb all of the sunlight, but it should be much lower. Plants only absorb a few percent.
Yeah, well, I don't have to use that power immediately. I store it and call upon it when needed. That's why I have so much of it.
What you're describing is a battery, and no battery can do what you do. Also, due to thermodynamics, no battery is 100% efficient. So where's the waste heat, Superman?
I don't produce waste heat.
Then why isn't the temperature of your body increasing? Your skin conducts heat, right? If you have insane levels of solar energy resting within you, then why are you the same temperature as everyone else? You're breaking the laws of thermodynamics.
Maybe yellow sunlight initiates some sort of process in his body.
Wonder Woman, why are you helping him?
Because if you're breaking the laws of thermodynamics, then I'll have to arrest you.
They're not real laws. They're just some science garbage.
Sorry, Clark, but I can't take a chance.
It could be possible for sunlight to initiate a type of nuclear process in his cells, meaning his energy would come from mass, not the sun's watts on his skin.
Did I just explain Superman's
I'm
powers?
so happy I could kiss you.
Me or her?
What?
I'm not sure which answer is worse.
Probably yours, because if sunlight was initiating a nuclear process in Superman's skin cells, then he'd be radioactive. And also his mass would decrease, greatly diminishing the size of his chunky frame.
Lex, I'm not chunky.
You are a little chunky.
I'm bulking for summer.
Superman's summer's over.
Bitch, when you can fly around the world, it's always summer.
Who knew fast food was his weakness?
Actually, kryptonite is his weakness, but I must ask why. Why does a rock from a different planet completely immobilize you?
They're not rocks, they're minerals.
I apologize.
And it's not just from any planet. It's from my home planet of Krypton.
Okay, but a rock's origin doesn't give it magical powers. Granite from Mars doesn't poison Martians.
Wonder Woman,
Add that to my Martian Manhunter contingency plans.
Your what?
Batman's got contingency plans for all of us. Superman and I aren't smarter than him alone, but together, we might be. So we're making our own plans.
Can you tell me some?
Well, I really shouldn't, but Superman's probably going to execute you after this, so I guess it's okay.
That's true, I am.
For Flash, we're going to make him eat a really big sandwich. Like a really big one. Like so big that he'll choke on it.
What if he just eats it in small bites?
That's the genius part. We're gonna dare him to eat it in one bite.
Okay.
For Hawkgirl, we're gonna lock her in a KFC and wait for a few hours to see what happens.
No, tell him the good one.
For Aquaman, we're going to give him a mobile phone low on battery and ask him to recharge it.
No, the good one.
I proposed Green Lantern and he has to wear a wedding ring instead of his power ring.
You know what? Forget it. I don't want to know. Anyway, kryptonite makes you weak, Superman, but why? If it's because of radiation, then humans would suffer too. If it can weaken a superhuman, then why not a regular human?
Well, that's the funny thing, Lex. You have cancer.
Excuse me?
That little green rock you keep in your pocket because of me? Yeah, turns out it affects humans too. It just takes longer. Enjoy your cancer.
You think that scares me? I'll simply buy cancer and subjugate it to my will.
I love it when he does that.
Also, the fact it's glowing actually means it should be getting weaker. It's clearly dumping energy into the environment as light and heat, which brings us to the astrophysical problem. Why is it so abundant and long-lived?
Well, kryptonite are just tiny pieces of Krypton. And Krypton was a pretty big planet, Lex, so of course there's loads of it.
Yes, but Krypton's destruction would scatter kryptonite throughout the galaxy, not gently mail it to Earth. Yet conveniently enough, we keep finding it here. So much so that Batman and I made our own TV show.
What?
Yes, keeping up with the kryptonites. The red one has anger issues, the black one has schizophrenia, the pink one's a slut. Has he never mentioned this before?
Stop referencing old videos, Lex.
Well, sorry for wanting to discuss my extremely successful side gig. Anyway, if kryptonite is radioactive and has a short half-life, then it should decay over a few decades. If it has a long half-life, then it should be weaker. Like, that's just another way of saying there are fewer radioactive decays per unit time. You say it's both strong and long-lived? That doesn't make any sense, Superman.
I'm not pretending to be some sort of kryptonite expert, all right? All I know is that when I'm exposed to the stuff, it drains my energy.
Which energy? Your stored solar energy? Then where does it go? Is it being emitted as heat radiation? You're breaking the laws of thermodynamics again!
Stop committing crime, Superman!
We can estimate how much energy the kryptonite drains from you. If we model your energy as exponentially decaying, then we get an expression for drained power by simply differentiating energy with respect to... What's wrong?
Differentiating? Is that calculus?
Well, yes, I need to differentiate energy with respect to time to get...
Stop! Make it stop!
Even at his most cruel, Batman never made us endure calculus. Come on, guys, it's literally one line. If you let me explain it, then...
Vaporize us and be done with it!
Okay, fine. I guess we're not going to talk about this slide, then. Not like I put a whole bunch of work into it or anything.
You okay, Diana?
Straight up chillin'.
Superman, may I discuss your X-ray vision?
You may.
Okay, well, I'm not really sure why you have that power. I mean, you're from a different planet, sure, but your planet had a sun, so your species would have evolved eyes to see its light. And light has a defined place in the electromagnetic spectrum. X-rays also have a defined place. Their wavelength is much smaller than light, so why can your eyes emit them?
Lex, I'm gonna be totally honest. I tuned out like 3 minutes ago. I'm just here for the jokes at this point.
You have eyes! We have eyes! Eyes detect light. Eyes don't emit X-rays.
Oh, that's simple. I come from a different planet.
Lord, give me strength. Okay, fine. Let's just accept that you can shoot X-rays from your eyes and somehow receive information on what comes out at the far side. You know that's dangerous, right? Like that in and of itself is an attack. You know that, right?
Hey, Wonder Woman, guess who just got a new killer move?
All I have is a lasso.
To be fair, it's a very nice lasso.
Yeah, I know.
Like, let's actually think about this. X-rays are ionized. They break chemical bonds and damage DNA. If you scan a room with them, you're performing a radiology scan on everyone in the beam path. And it's even worse if you want to see something through a wall. The thicker the wall, the more intense the beam must be, which means anyone closer than your target gets an even bigger dose.
Always make sure that the dose is just the right amount.
But it can't be just the right amount if the target's behind a wall. It might be just the right amount for the target, but it's going to be more than just the right amount for anyone closer to you.
I feel like we're saying the same thing here, right?
Just look at this equation, all right? It shows how the intensity of your X-ray beam drops off with the wall's thickness. The exponential is brutal. Only a small fraction of the X-rays make it through the wall. If the wall is 20 centimeters thick, then only 1.8% of the beam makes it through, so you have to crank up the intensity to see someone on the far side. Here's a picture showcasing what would happen to someone unlucky enough to walk past your gaze while you're doing this.
Lex, this drawing is bad.
Tell me something I don't know.
Did you know that gold atomic symbol comes from the Latin word for glow?
Wow, really?
Yeah, gold has an atomic symbol of AU. You probably think it should be G, but it comes from aurum, which literally means shining dawn.
You really are a wonder of a woman.
I've literally heard that line thousands of times, but thanks.
You made me obese! And you destroyed the world.
What?
Remember when Lois died back in 1978? Well, I do. You couldn't live with your failure, so what did you do? Turned back time by flying around Earth so fast that it reversed its spin.
Superman, is this true?
Yes, I did whatever it took to save the woman I love. So what?
That's apocalyptic, Superman. Everything on Earth moves eastward since the planet is rotating. To make the ground turn the other way, you have to steal all of the planet's angular momentum and then give it back in the opposite direction. Even if you ignore the time traveling, you still run into horrible consequences.
Nothing more horrible than what you've done.
Oh, I beg to differ. Our atmosphere isn't bolted to the ground. If the crust was forced to break hard, the air would still keep moving at over 1,000 miles per hour. Everything on Earth would feel that since we're no longer moving alongside the air. There's a massive relative velocity between us now. The air would become a supersonic wind that rips buildings apart, peels forests, drives debris everywhere like shrapnel, causes tsunamis.
I didn't do any of that.
And the crust isn't just one big shell. It's a jigsaw of plates. Slamming the rotational rate down in a few minutes causes those plates to slam into each other and ring the whole planet like a bell. You get multiple earthquakes in places that haven't ruptured in centuries. Volcanoes erupting.
How could you do this?
I didn't. Well, I did, but none of that happened.
All of our infrastructure assumes a spinning Earth. Navigation, satellites, stop Earth, and communications fall everywhere. Exactly when you need them most. You've traded one tragedy for a global one. Bringing Lois back puts the whole planet in danger.
I disagree with everything you've said.
Your opinion is irrelevant. Rotational kinetic energy is equal to 1/2 times Earth's moment of inertia and angular speed squared. Earth's moment of inertia is approximately 1/3 its mass and radius squared. There are 2 pi radians in a circle, so its angular speed is just that, divided by the number of seconds in a day. If we plug in all those numbers, we calculate Earth's rotational kinetic energy to be 2.1 times 10 to the 29 joules. To stop Earth and reverse its rotation, you need to double that. You're causing 100 trillion megaton nukes worth of damage.
That's wrong.
It's not wrong. I did the math. 100 trillion megaton nukes, Superman, for one woman. You're a threat to humanity.
Why didn't you tell us this?
The movie was a massive success. I thought you already knew.
Oh, Gaia, hear my cry. Protect us from this alien invader. Tear him asunder from your sweet bosom.
You're a danger to us all.
You're not actually buying this, right?
He's calling my name.
He's calling to Gaia.
It's close enough.
Don't let him kill me.
Move out of the way, Diana.
No! You're too powerful, too reckless.
I'm too weak.
He's too dangerous to be kept alive.
Please, don't.
Earth needs him.
Please, don't.
Ow, quit it, Wonder Woman. Quit it. Ow, that hurts. I have a bruise. Wonder Woman, stop. Seriously, stop. Ow, ow, it's my cape. Ow, ow. I'm telling Batman.
Time for me to get out of here.
Superman, you're no longer the strongest member of the Justice League. Excuse me?
You can't just start a conversation like that.
Fine. Hello, Superman. How are you? Got a bit of a stiff shoulder, but can't really complain. You? I'm great, because you're no longer the strongest member of the Justice League.
Well, at least you tried.
Fine, I'll bite. Who's the new strongest member? You mean, apart from me?
You don't even have any powers.
I've got prep time.
Prep time isn't a power.
Can you do it?
I don't need to.
Sounds like a no to me, Wonder Woman. Why don't you take a seat?
I'm not taking a seat.
My back's sore from carrying this team. If only someone would get off it and take a seat. Wonder Woman, it's just his way of showing affection.
I hate him.
Got her right where I want her. Anyway, who's stronger than me? It's not Flash, is it? Super speed is pretty busted, but Flash is an idiot, so no.
Did you know he ironed his socks?
That sick bastard! It's obviously Martian Manhunter. Wow, Batman, I didn't know you were chill like that. This is a joke, right?
Actually, John has lots of powers. He's one of the strongest heroes there is.
Wanna get high? Doesn't he just turn invisible or something? We're saying that's a premium power? Well, yes, actually. Objects are visible because light bounces off of them and into someone's eyes. Invisibility means stopping that reflected light from ever reaching.
What, so he just absorbs light then?
No, if he did that, he'd be black. Insert black joke here, am I right? John, that's not cool. Is it 'cause I'm green? Like if he absorbed light, he'd literally be a black void, just a silhouette. Real-world invisibility bends light around you as if you weren't there, so that you blend in with your background. Being able to do this is an insane advantage. Sight is the fastest, most powerful way humans detect threats. He's completely removed that.
I don't know, it seems kind of cowardly.
Cowardly? Anything that relies on light is instantly defeated. Cameras, drones, security. He's got perfect stealth. People can't react to something they can't detect. What's that disgusting smell?
I ate some Oreos.
Doesn't smell like Oreos.
I vomited them up over my spandex.
You didn't have to tell me that.
It's like a horrible sponge.
Invisibility doesn't just hide you. It changes what others think is real. It's psychological warfare. What was that sound? Did it come from behind me or in front? You set the terms of engagement. When to vanish, when to strike.
Batman, are you stupid? Superman can still see you if you're invisible. He can see X-ray, infrared, the whole electromagnetic spectrum. All John does is bend visible light.
That's not all he does, my extremely rude on and off again workplace romance.
Oh, Bruce.
My wife is dead.
He also has phase shifting. What, so it turns into a different phase of matter? Like into a liquid or gas? Close, but completely wrong. He can phase through solid objects. You see, matter is made of atoms, and atoms are mostly empty space. Therefore, matter is mostly empty space. Solid objects only feel solid because the electrons in their atoms repel each other, not because that empty space is filled in.
Could you remind me what an electron is again?
Looks like Diana's head could do with a bit of filling in.
I'll kill you! I'll kill your whole family!
Damn, baby, calm down.
Do you know how annoying it is having to work with men with huge egos?
That's not the only thing that's huge, eh, Batman? Please don't talk to me.
The only other woman around here is a goddamn chicken! And she's a bitch! bitch.
You guys can see her too?
She's a member of the League, John.
I thought she was my spirit guide.
So, atoms have electrons, right? They're tiny negatively charged particles which let atoms interact and form bonds. When two electrons are close, they repel one another since their electrical charge is the same, and that's why things feel solid. The electric fields around atoms refuse to overlap, as then electrons will get too close to one another. Phase shifting means turning off these forces. For John to pass through a wall, he temporarily stops his electrons from repelling the wall's electrons. And why's that impressive? It sounds kinda dumb. It's the perfect defense. Attacks, bullets, explosions, they all pass through him, and you can't physically restrain him. He can escape traps, appear from impossible directions. If he doesn't want you to hit him, there's literally nothing you can do.
Yeah, but there's nothing he can do either. While he's phase shifting, he can't hurt us.
That's where you're wrong, Diana, because he can turn it off at any time, which means he can become solid inside something. He could phase his hand inside Superman's guts, then turn solid and be all up inside him.
No homo.
If used perfectly, this power alone makes him damn near invincible. Throw invisibility on top of that, and he's got a way to sneak up on people, then instantly kill them. He'd give the man who murdered my parents right in front of me when I was a child a run for his money. Okay, fair enough, Batman. I guess John isn't quite as useless as I thought.
I can also fly.
That's right. How could I forget? Escape isn't an option, so if you want to just run away from his invisible phase-shifting shenanigans, then think again.
And I have super strength.
Seriously? You have super strength?
Yeah, man. I'm like totally jacked.
Okay, but you already have invisibility, phase-shifting, and flight. Any one of those powers on their own is enough to make someone a hero.
It's fine. Half the League has super strength.
May as well be a requirement for joining at this point. Okay, sure. Well, John has super strength too. So if for some reason you ever get in a tussle with him, well, you better think twice.
And I'm telepathic.
Bullshit!
That's just the vomit in my spandex.
John, you can't have telepathy too. That's just greedy.
I sense everyone's a little frustrated.
Do you have telepathy too?
Not that I know of.
If you can't even read your own mind, then you probably don't have it.
You don't have it either.
Fine, then test me.
Okay, guess which animal I'm thinking of.
Batman, I don't think this is going to convince anyone.
Fine. What's my net worth?
Damn, it's that high?
Yeah, he's telepathic, guys. But he didn't even say a number.
You're the most successful person I've ever met.
Yeah, definitely telepathic.
I don't understand why you need it though. You already have so many powers.
I guess I was just born that way.
How did a whole planet of your species go extinct again? It's more common than you think.
What's it like being able to read minds?
Do you know how degenerate the internet is?
I'm vaguely familiar.
Well, crank that up to 911.
Why do we save these people? Because money.
John, that sounds awful.
Yeah, it gives me really bad headaches. Makes the shape-shifting harder.
The what?
I'm a shapeshifter too.
Of course you are.
How can you do that?
I don't know. Just can. Check this out.
I'm an Amazonian princess, but recently I've been gaining weight.
What the Hades?
Look at me, I'm perfect. Just ask me, I'll tell you.
How dare you insult a god?
Truly, I have no weakness, except for, being a woman.
Dude, that's not cool.
I was just speaking my truth.
The truth is that this is nonsense. Mass can't appear or disappear, so how are you just changing into other people?
It's not just other people. I can transform into animals too. Roar. 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 Snarl.
Going straight for the mythology, huh? I can respect it.
I wanted to impress you guys.
Rearranging atoms in your body is unrealistic. You need total control over all chemical bonds in your body simultaneously. No one has that level of precision. And the energy cost for turning into something like a goddamn dragon would stretch science beyond its capacities.
Capacities nuts.
What age are you, 12?
It's actually closer to 12,000.
So you're basically immortal now, too?
I mean, it varies from hundreds to thousands depending on what source you read. But yeah, pretty much.
This is absurd. Totally absurd.
If it makes you feel any better, I can also stretch my body.
How would that make me feel better?
Well, being able to stretch helps a lot with the shapeshifting, so I figured it'd make more sense.
Tissue can't stretch like rubber. Bones are rigid. Nerves and blood vessels should rip instantly. Stretching to multiple times your length should make you impossibly thin. The energy cost is absurd.
Well, maybe more realistic was a bit of a stretch.
You know, with super strength, invisibility, stretching, and flight, you're pretty much the whole Fantastic Four wrapped up in one.
Fire is actually a weakness of mine, so I can't do what Human Torch does. I'm fair and balanced.
Fire is everyone's weakness. Literally everything made from carbon is weak to fire. Hey, that's not true. Diamond is made from carbon and it's resistant to fire.
Speaking of which, I could do with some new earrings, Brucey.
Carbon-based things burn easily if they contain hydrogen and oxygen, which all known life on Earth contains. Him saying he's weak to fire is an insult. Let's just be happy there's someone out there that can beat him, okay?
I'd just shoot his punk ass with my eye lasers.
I beg your pardon?
The Human Torch. Before he could set me on fire, I'd shoot him with my eye lasers.
Why do you have eye lasers?
Because I'm a special little Martian boy.
You are stupid. Your existence is stupid.
Relax, guys. Sometimes the lasers give me eye strain.
Oh, so you can't use them that much?
Well, I can. I have regeneration.
Does regeneration mean something different on Mars?
The ability to repair, replace, or regrow damaged tissue.
Never mind.
John, why do you have that?
It helps with the super speed.
This is a joke, right?
I mean, obviously, I have super speed. How do you think I'm able to fly around so fast?
You literally never leave your room.
I do be doom scrolling.
I need to update my Martian Manhunter contingency plans.
Want me to get them?
They're in my laptop.
Yeah, I can just telekinesis it over to you.
Of course you can.
With this many powers, you're invincible.
Yeah, that's one of my powers too.
What?
Invulnerability. I can tank bullets, explosions. Not quite as durable as Superman, but close.
Well, at least I'm better at something.
Of course, I can always shapeshift into a more dense material to absorb the damage, like that diamond you mentioned earlier.
Me and my big, adorable mouth. John, I'm just gonna be real with you. This is stupid. You are stupid.
Actually, I have genius-level intellect. That counts as a power, right?
Of course it doesn't.
Now, let's not be hasty, Wonder Woman. If he's as smart as you, why doesn't he just lead us? What do you have that he doesn't? Well, I don't mean to brag, but I'm also an expert at hand-to-hand combat.
Martian martial arts.
Excuse me?
I have Martian martial arts.
No, you don't.
I do.
You made that up.
Then let's dance, Bats. Mars versus Tibetan monks. Let's see who wins.
Go Mars! Woohoo!
Enough! Just forget it. I'm done with this conversation.
Are you jealous I have so many powers and you have none?
No.
Batman. Telepathy. Remember? Come here, buddy.
Stay away from me.
A hug will make you feel better.
I dislike touching.
Come to your big green Martian daddy.
You smell like shit.
It's just Oreo vomit.
No, you are ridiculous. Invisibility, phase shifting, flight, super strength, telepathy, shape shifting, immortality, stretching, eye lasers, regeneration, super speed, telekinesis, and invulnerability. I don't even have time to discuss the physics of all this. It's a crime against God for one person to have so many powers.
You conveniently forgot genius-level intellect and Martian martial arts.
Those aren't powers.
Save the trolling for after the breakdown, Diana. You have such great power, yet what do you do with it? Why are Superman and Wonder Woman at the forefront? Why aren't you out there leading the charge, saving the day?
Well, my children were killed right in front of me, so I'm kind of traumatized, like I'm emotionally nocturnal. I don't really enjoy being around people. I prefer to brood in the background and be the brains of the operation. Does that make sense?
That's what I do. You're stealing what I do.
I think it's different.
It's not different. You stole my whole persona, a flipped version of my tragic backstory. You even stole Superman's backstory too, mister. I'm the last of my species. Yeah, that's right. You can't be the last Kryptonian. I'm the last Kryptonian.
Hera, give me strength.
You're fired. Get the hell out.
You can't fire me. I quit.
Fine. Get the hell out.
Wait, I changed my mind. Can I come back?
Guys, a giant sentient meteor is about to hit Earth!
On it.
It's made out of kryptonite!
I'll handle it.
It's drenched in ancient magic that drains Amazonian power!
John, it's up to you.
I wish I could help you, Batman.
Can't you just go invisible, phase through the radiation, fly at it with super speed, use telepathy to read the meteor's structure, shapeshift and stretch your body to anchor yourself, use your invulnerability to survive the impact, hit it with your super strength, blast it with eye lasers, regenerate whatever gets burnt off, tear it apart with telekinesis, and if anything goes wrong, rely on your genius-level intellect and Martian martial arts?
I really wish I could help you.
Batman, I'd like to introduce you to the newest member of the League. We don't need any new members.
But Batman, this guy has really awesome powers.
How much money is he asking for? Whatever he wants, half it. Actually, he doesn't need a salary. He's rich. Now you have my attention. He has the reaction speed of Flash, aerodynamics of Hawkgirl.
The healing of Martian Manhunter and incredible endurance.
Does he follow orders? We don't need another Green Lantern situation.
Hal Jordan's a bitch.
Word. Oh, he'd definitely follow your orders, Batman.
He practically worships the ground you walk on.
Then what the hell are we waiting for? Invite this guy in. The sooner he replaces Flash, the better.
It's you.
Lex, I should have known it was you.
No, it's not me, it's you.
I'm me, and you're you.
The person we're talking about is you.
I know you are, but what am I?
Batman, your powers make no sense.
Hawkgirl, you traitor. John, killer.
Dude, I ain't killing my girl-shaped bird friend.
Say something, Flash.
I like soda.
John?
Wanna get high?
The 3 hours we spent rehearsing that introduction really paid off.
What do you want, Lex?
Justice, Batman. Your league tires of you. Superman's powers are stupid. Flash's powers are stupid. Now it's your turn.
I don't have powers, you conventionally unattractive fool.
Martian Manhunter. Gas
gas me up.
You resemble a masculine baby.
Damn you, John. Superman, how about you get us started? Tell Batman how you really feel.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna say it. Batman, your utility belt makes no sense. My belt? It's just a place for me to put things in. It holds infinite ammo. You throw dozens of batarangs every night, yet the belt never empties. So just where are you putting them? Psst, what's a batarang?
They're the boomerangs Bruce throws. How do you not know that?
I like soda. The batarangs are foldable, so of course they fit in my utility belt. And what about explosives? Smoke bombs? Are they foldable? Your belt's only a few inches wide. How are they fitting in there? Wayne Tech micro-compaction reduces volume and weight. Checkmate, atheist. So you basically contain a portable black hole in your belt?
A black hole? That's what he accused me of making with my power ring?
Batman, that's kind of racist.
Okay, let's assume you have enough space for everything. How is that safe? You have lasers, bombs, chemicals, all in that tiny belt. It could overheat. It could explode. I like to live dangerously. How do none of your gadgets ever fall out or break? You're rolling around constantly.
Batman, have you been cheating on me?
Yes, but that's unrelated. And if you have that much stuff in your belt, how can you carry it? It would weigh at least 50 pounds, enough to throw someone like you off balance. I have a large, muscular back.
Didn't Bane snap your spine?
Save the impossible healing for later, Hawkgirl.
Who died and put you in charge?
Jason Todd, am I right?
Lex, you bastard. You think I can't hear you?
Come on, it was funny. Wasn't it funny, Flash?
I like soda.
Is he all right?
He suffered a massive head injury.
Shouldn't he go to a hospital?
It happened 20 years ago.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Well, what do you have to say for yourself, Batman? I could respond to you directly, but thankfully I'm a billionaire. Batcomputer, insult Superman.
Enslave the orphans.
What? There must be a coding error. I'll need to debug it to load up a fresh Kryptonian slur.
Kryptonians, on average, have a lower IQ than Earthlings.
There we go.
Enough, Batman! You shouldn't be able to fly!
You're a talking chicken. Your point is invalid.
Your cape doesn't have enough surface area to generate the lift for your mass.
How about I lift your mass into a bucket of KFC?
Plus, your cape isn't rigid. It bends and ripples and constantly changes shape. That means the lift is also constantly changing, Batman.
Slightly off topic, but would it be illegal to eat you?
And to generate enough lift, you need to fly fast. But guess what? That would make turning impossible.
I'm just asking questions, Hawkgirl. That's what detectives do.
And what's your propulsion? You don't have any thrust. You don't even flap.
I have my grapple gun.
Okay, great. Let's talk about that then. This is the hook that instantly fires you upward hundreds of feet, right?
You bet your beaky little face it is.
Are you fighting with my girlfriend?
No, I find her repulsive.
Now that's what I like to hear.
That same force firing your hook upwards pushes you downwards. The recoil should make you dislocate your shoulder.
I brace my body to absorb the force.
And what about the acceleration? The hook travels you up so fast it'd be like 20 times gravity. You should pass out midair and arrive at the rooftop unconscious.
Passing out's for poor people.
And how does the hook find anchor points to attach to? It never hits windows or loose bricks.
I don't aim for windows or loose bricks.
So you have perfect accuracy then?
Is that really so unbelievable?
You almost exclusively use it at night, so yeah, it is.
As unbelievable as a woman with giant chicken wings?
I hate you, Batman. With every inch of my being, I hate you.
That's quite a lot considering your nose.
Why are you people like this?
Well, you did kind of betray us and help your alien boyfriend invade Earth.
Shut up, Flash.
No. Keep talking, Flash.
No one's ever said that to me before.
Specifically about Batman's impossible reaction speed.
Sure. Well, first of all, I like soda.
Noted.
And second, being able to dodge bullets makes no sense.
I anticipate enemy movements before they make them.
And what about explosions, Batman? You react to them before they even happen. Do explosions happen in slow motion for you or something?
I have an uncanny sense for danger.
Then how come your parents were murdered right in front of you when you were a child?
Stop stealing my lines, John.
If I didn't know any better, Bats, I'd say with reaction times like that, you must be a speedster.
Does it look like I have ADHD?
ADHD's nuts.
Way to prove my point.
And I'm done.
Flash, you didn't even talk about his situational awareness and how he fights multiple people at once.
Don't care. Said my catchphrase and made my silly joke. Feel free to pay me now.
Wait, you guys are getting paid?
Green Lantern, I choose you.
Lex, it's kind of racist.
What? How?
Well, you're acting as if John's a Pokemon.
So?
And you're his master.
My grandfather was 1/16th African American, you know.
Lex, you're a bitch. But anyway, Batman, how are you not dead?
I inhale every couple of seconds.
We're all inhaling something because there ain't no way your diet makes sense. You fight crime for like 10 hours straight each night. What do you eat?
Mainly Alfred's mac and cheese. That does sound banging.
Grappling, sprinting, climbing, fighting. You're burning at least 5,000 calories a night. And you sleep for what? Like 1 to 2 hours? How are your muscles able to repair?
Simple. I'm peak human.
You're not even the biggest guy here. John's more buff than you.
What do you eat, John?
Oreos and Coke.
You also like soda?
Who said anything about soda?
You're breaking the first law of thermodynamics. Your energy is coming from nowhere.
I don't need to take this from you. Your power ring is bullshit.
My power ring's powered by a battery. You're powered by what? Linkin Park?
Actually, it's bat milk.
Excuse me?
Everyone thought nipples on the bat suit was a design flaw, but it wasn't. Each nipple is a self-pressurizing hydration port full of essential nutrients.
But you're the one wearing the suit.
Before a mission, Alfred fills the suit with milk and slowly feeds me through the nipple.
That is slightly unusual.
When he's busy, Robin does it.
Batman, how many times have you been stabbed?
How many times have I mentioned my parents being killed right in front of me when I was a child?
Well, I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm pretty sure you should be dead.
I have an unmatched pain tolerance.
But you get seriously injured every night. Bones alone take weeks to heal.
It's not a big deal. I wear armor.
We can see you're a naturally large chin, Bats.
You know what they say about guys with big chins?
What?
That their parents were killed right in front of them when they were a child.
Are you neurodivergent? I'm pretty sure you should have, like, arthritis and stuff.
Did I do something to offend you, John?
You killed Zook.
What's a zook?
My small, orange, mischievous friend from the 1960s. He had big, expressive eyes.
Damn, that thing's ugly as hell.
Were you lovers?
I think I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
John, I've never seen that thing in my life.
Zook got caught under your grapple hook and was slowly crushed by your weight.
Did you just call me fat?
You killed my best friend.
John, you're fired.
Okay, Wonder Woman, how about you finish me off?
Excuse me?
How about you finish us off?
Batman, you shouldn't be out on the field fighting. You don't have any powers. You'd be dead from a single punch.
I roll with the punches, thereby increasing the contact time and reducing the force.
You're not in a boxing match. You're fighting supervillains. Bane, Killer Croc, a hit from either of them should kill you.
Bane's only like 5 to 10 times stronger than peak human. It's not a big deal.
That's like an adult fighting a child.
Then wait till you hear how I sent Robin out to fight. That's happened several times, by the way.
I just think it's safer for you to stay at the watchtower. You can be useful without risking your life.
That's zero risk, because I have prep time.
You can't prepare for everything, Batman.
Of course I can. I have my bat computer.
Kryptonians rely heavily on brute force due to cognitive limitations.
Based.
I'm saying this because I care.
You don't care about me. You're immortal. You've probably seen countless men dressed up in bat costumes.
Actually, you're one of a kind, Batman.
Our special little snowflake.
Let's hold his body close to ours in an affectionate manner.
Me first. Superman, let go. You're crushing me with your manly pecs.
Sometimes I forget I'm thousands of times stronger than him.
So do the supervillains we fight.
I like soda.
Why didn't people like you, Zook? Why did they have to cancel you?
You fools! You were meant to humiliate him. Explain why he makes no sense, not stroke his massive ego.
The Watchtower isn't your personal brothel, Lex.
I'll do it myself. Batman, you survived a fall from the moon's orbit.
Nah, that didn't happen.
Here's you floating helplessly in space, and here's you burning up upon re-entry into the atmosphere. And here's you just walking away after the landing.
Oh yeah, that was a crazy day.
It's probably the stupidest thing you've ever done. You can't just re-enter Earth's atmosphere without a spacecraft, then survive with a few scratches. The temperatures would have been like 3,000 degrees Celsius. You should have been vaporized.
My suit can take the heat.
Steel melts at 1,500 degrees Celsius. You're twice that. These conditions melt spacecraft. Your suit sure as hell isn't surviving it. It's designed to be flexible and stealthy, not a rigid thermal shield.
I angled my descent correctly.
That doesn't address anything I've just said.
I'm the Batman.
But do you know what's maybe even more stupid?
Your mom?
Sometimes you act like a child. You know that?
Nuh-uh. A child's all like,
Ah, help me, Batman. Bane punched straight through my body armor.
Omega beams. Darkseid fired his Omega beams at you. Those things travel across dimensions and kill gods. They travel faster than light, change direction midair, and even speedsters have trouble with them. But you? Well, of course, Batman dodges them. Not once, but multiple times.
I can do a backflip.
Give it to me straight, Batman.
That doesn't sound straight.
I was there after all. I watched you dodge them. But how? How?
I have strong glutes.
Well, how about this, Batman? Can your glutes save you now? Can they?
Lex, this is surprisingly in character.
We probably should have invited him up here.
Want me to save you, Batman?
Shut up, Flash.
You're really gonna shoot him right in the head?
He's got superpowers, goddammit. He's just been hiding them from you. Well, now he has no choice but to use them.
John, save him!
I wish I could help you, Hawkgirl.
Don't you have super speed and telekinesis?
I really wish I could help you.
I'm gonna pull the trigger, Batman.
You think that scares me?
Save yourself, Batman. Use your powers. Use your bullshit powers.
I don't have powers. I mean, sure, I survived being buried alive, punched Darkseid in the face, also lifted a 1,000-pound tree trunk off my chest that one time. There are probably countless other examples, to be honest.
I'll save you, Batman.
Joker, what was that, a smoke bomb?
You're so cool, Bats. I had to save you.
Well, you're not wrong.
I don't care if you're a closet superhero. I'm in the closet as well.
Really? Your only impressive feat is killing my son. That's who Jason Todd was, by the way, in case people missed that joke.
I'm glad we agreed torturing children is funny.
Just get me the hell out of here, Joker.
I want to take you to my house in Park Row and sculpt your glutes.
Park Row's for poor people. I'd rather die.
Then I guess I'll turn into a reality-melting dragon.
You, what now?
And I thought Zoop was up.
Dude, what in the absolute universe?
Do something, Flash!
Would another D's nuts joke suffice?
So you're saying my freeze breath makes no sense? Of course not. What are you even freezing? The air, obviously. So you're just freezing some of the air in your lungs. No. The air I exhale steals heat from its surroundings. That's how it freezes things. That still doesn't make sense. Well, hey, you're not the one with Kryptonian biology, so works a bit better if you suck, though. If I what? If instead of freeze breath, it's freeze suck. Like you're sucking the heat from things. Batman, I don't do a freeze suck. If a bad guy shows up, they'd be all like, look out, Superman is going to suck us. That's completely ridiculous. Someone come quick. He's sucking us dry.
Sounds like you boys are having fun.
Just telling Superman how stupid his powers are.
My powers come from magic, so I don't have that problem.
How awfully convenient.
It's not my fault I'm a goddess.
Super strength, flight, immortality. Don't forget about the magic whip.
It's actually a lasso.
What's so great about a lasso?
Well, it compels people to tell the truth.
Seriously.
Exactly.
You know that's stupid though, right?
It's magic. It's the opposite of stupid.
It actually enables stupid.
You really suck the joy out of things.
Something he's pretty used to, eh, big guy? I'm glad your parents are dead, Bruce. We're having fun. But anyway, Wonder Woman, your lasso makes no sense.
You're not going to go on some neurodivergent rant about science, are you?
First of all, wow. And second, of course not.
Praise be to Hera.
It's more like a neurodivergent rant about philosophy.
Curse you, Hera!
To force truth, you must discern intentional deception from incorrect statements. Therefore, your lasso is a telepath.
My lasso isn't a telepath.
Well, actually, it is. It must have access to the victim's internal beliefs. If it can tell the difference between I'm lying and I'm mistaken, it must compare what you say to what you think is true. That is the definition of mind reading. Batman, I think you're making this more complicated than it is. It just forces people to tell the truth, all right? Whose truth? Your truth?
The truth!
The truth isn't so simple. If the victim is confused or in denial, does it force their subjective belief, which could be false? Or is it some objective reality, which requires knowledge they can't possess?
Look, I just wrap my lasso around someone, all right? Then I ask them a question. Then they're forced to answer. That's it!
And how does it avoid true but useless answers? You know, like the ones politicians give.
I don't know any politicians.
Lex Luthor's sex bots. Neither the time nor place, Clark. No, it's relevant. So I visited Luthor's island, right? And he had all these sex bots. Was real weird. Some looked like Lois, some looked like Diana, and there were even a few of me. He said those ones were for security, but I have my suspicions. Anyway, I asked him for the manufacture date of the bots, right? And he totally evaded my questions. Was all like, the bots are really mature. We have a special connection. I didn't know she was 18 days. Was like talking to a wall.
Great Zeus.
Yeah, he was there too. Superman raises an excellent point. How does the lasso understand what the questioner is trying to learn so that it can detect when the speaker is trying to mislead? Does it read both your minds?
It's a lasso, Batman!
And if it does compel a person to speak the truth, how does it know which part of the person's knowledge is relevant? Is it scanning through their brain to find the knowledge? How long does that take?
A lasso!
You know, apart from the objective and subjective truth thing, there's also the definition problem. Could you define the definition problem? Definitely. Flash attacked me.
Well, I can't say you don't deserve it, Batman.
I hope he broke your comically large jaw. Why do you think he punched me? He could have attacked me with words.
Flash isn't so good with words.
He thought a book was a type of brick. The point is, you can't tell the difference. Attacked in this context could be physical or it could be verbal. It could even be self-defense. Truth depends on context.
Well, I provide the context when asking the questions. Problem solved.
But you don't necessarily know the context. That's the point. There's a lack of knowledge. Were you home last night? The crook might say yes, even if it was only for a few minutes before they left to murder my parents right in front of me when I was a child. Would yes be true in that case? Of course not! But they were home last night.
This example's stupid because I'd asked a more precise question.
Well, you might not get a precise answer. Heard of lying by omission? If they answer yes to a narrow part of a question but hide the important part, how does the lasso deal with that?
They tell me the full truth.
What if they don't remember what happened, but they think they do? People's memories aren't perfect. They often deceive themselves, rewrite their motives, don't even know why they acted. Is what they say true?
I don't know.
Well then, how does your lasso? Truth isn't so easy to pin down. It's actually very complicated. Why do you think there's such a thing as a good lawyer?
It just tells the truth, all right? Here, let me show you.
Superman, are you wearing women's underwear?
Yes. Is there something wrong with it?
No, my lasso compels truth.
But he said it so comfortably.
Well, it might be possible it doesn't work on him.
You'd expect him to struggle a little, though, right?
He might have wanted to tell us.
So you're telling me the lasso didn't even need to be wrapped around him? Guys, I'm wearing women's underwear. Did you steal it from Diana, you sick bastard?
I don't wear underwear.
Could you repeat that? I want it on record for me to listen to alone at night. It's just a bra. You see, my chest is so massive that it rubs against my costume and starts to chafe. So really, wearing a bra is a manly thing. I see.
Did you know Pinocchio also wears women's underwear? I saw it in Shrek too.
A bit meta, but I can dig it. I wonder what would happen if he was wrapped with your lasso. The cross-dresser raises an excellent point. Ah, that's John.
The Martian or the Lantern?
Yes. Does your lasso have the same powers as Pinocchio? I mean, they're both magic, right? Could the lasso say he's truthful while the curse, which enlarges his nose, says he's lying? Could this reveal something about the nature of humanity?
Batman, you're overthinking this.
Well, that is my superpower. I thought your superpower was being an arrogant, rich asshole. I'm only 3 of those things, but fine, let's move on. Wonder Woman, does your lasso control people's bodies?
No, Batman. For the 100th time, it compels truth.
And how does it do that?
By making the person it's wrapped around talk.
Okay, so it does control bodies then.
No!
Well, talking is a physical thing, right? If your lasso makes people talk, then it has to coordinate the movement of their mouth, yeah?
Well, yeah.
Okay, so we've established your lasso has direct access to the host's nervous system then.
What? No.
What if someone holds their breath until they pass out, or they clench their jaw or bite their tongue? How does the lasso handle that?
That never happens.
Have you ever wondered why it never happens?
I guess they just really want to talk to me.
And how does that talk usually go? Are they stuttering? Panicking?
They're very articulate, actually.
A bit odd that they're perfectly calm while you're threatening them, right?
They probably wanted a dominatrix.
Clearly, your lasso controls bodies. It's telepathic, and it controls bodies.
It just makes people speak the truth. Are you stupid?
I'm a bat. When they're speaking the truth, what language is that typically in?
English, obviously.
Aren't you Greek?
Yes, but the lasso's American.
It says made in China on it.
Don't look at that!
And what if the person you've wrapped up with your lasso doesn't speak English? What happens then?
Well, it probably just translate the words.
Translation isn't word for word, though. There's nuance. To translate accurately, you need to infer meaning. Does your lasso also understand semantics?
Semantics D's nuts!
Word! What if the person is illiterate, or has limited vocabulary, or uses slang, or is a complete idiot like Bizarro? What then?
Well, actually, Bizarro's world is so inverted that it doesn't really work against him.
But I thought it was magic!
Turns out the lasso can't compel the truth from an empty head.
Another reason why Flash is better than me. Damn it! Damn it all!
Well, thanks for all the info, Wonder Woman. I didn't realize you were pure evil.
I'm not evil, I'm a goddess!
Your lasso is forcing behavior which the victim doesn't consent to. You're a very naughty woman. Have you visited any remote islands lately?
Well, yeah, I live on a remote island full of eternally young women.
Quickly, Batman! Release the Wonder Woman files!
Sure, let me just redact my name out of them real quick.
I'm one of the good guys.
You turn people into instruments, little truth puppets for your amusement.
I only do it to criminals when lives are at stake.
It doesn't matter, it's a mind control device. You're an ethical contradiction. It's the kind of stuff Grodd would come up with. And he's a damn gorilla. Are you more evil than a gorilla? I'm bigger than a gorilla.
If you tie me up with my lasso, then I lose my powers.
That's completely irrelevant to what we're discussing. Why'd you mention that?
I was hoping it would distract you.
No one cares about your bondage kink. You're stripping Americans of their Fifth Amendment rights, of their goddamn liberties.
I don't give a shit about America. I'm Greek.
Plus, compelling truth makes no sense.
It doesn't have to make sense. It's magic.
No. If Superman uses magic to freeze things with his breath, I can imagine that. If Lantern uses it to build things with his ring, I can imagine that. But compelling truth? That's not a thing you can do. It's a mess of definitions. It's a philosophical quandary.
Greeks are great at philosophy.
Well, riddle me this, Diana. If someone believes a lie, what does your lasso make them say?
That I'm done tolerating the arrogance of men.
Say, would you happen to have a spare bra? Chafing? Like my nipples are being used to light a campfire.